Obviously, really happy because of the second half. Because we knew that we will have a difficult moment, and the way we were able to handle this difficult moment, that's why we won. First half, yes, we played a good first half, and I am so happy because the most important for me was not to win, was to be ourselves. And my players did it. That's why we had the possibility, and that's why we won, not the possibility. So I'm really proud of that. As a coach, yes, we can talk about tactic, we can talk about a lot of things, but the performance that we had tonight, spot on.
We'll stay to our center, Simon, and then Brianna, then we'll come back over to my right.
There was quite a frantic start to the game, the first 5-10 minutes, as you'd expect, I guess, in a final. But it seemed like Darlington Nagby really took control of the team then a little bit and dictated things. How important was he to sort of setting the tone of that performance today?
Oh, Darlington is Darlington. Like I told you, this guy is amazing. 32 years old. He played two overtime game, and he was composed with the ball to have the right decision. Spot on. So yes, Darlington, but again, this is more about the savviness that we had as a team, because we went through, as you know, a lot of lack of savviness during the year, and Darlington and everyone that were able to learn from that, and that's why we had a really good game.
You talk about resilience. I know you usually don't pinpoint one player, but can you talk about Patrick's resilience after giving us that goal and being down for a few minutes?
This is Patrick. This is the new Patrick. You know, he started. He needed to leave this kind of moment to repeat all this kind of action in a better way, and this is what he did. So that's why he has a really good potential. We know that, but he's really mature for his age. So that's why he was able to be consistent the last, I would say, 10 games.
To our right.
TimBealCleveland.com, Wilfried. It seemed like you guys were the better team with the ball under pressure. Was that kind of the sense that you made as far as, quality passes in particular, or the one that Amundsen set up for Yerboa to make it 2-0?
Listen, first of all, I have a lot of respect for LFC, what they've done. Really difficult team to play. But we want to stay focused on what we do. And we wanted to have clear details about the way we wanted to attack and the way we needed to change distance with players depending the game. So, listen, I'm really proud, like I said, because as a coach, I want to see my team face and embrace adversity, and they did it in our way. So I'm pleased for that.
Take this next question in the front.
Wilfried, 3 years ago, Aid Morris was thrown into the starting lineup as a teenager because of COVID, missing players, and had an outstanding final here. Here he is tonight, another outstanding final. He doesn't look like a 22-year-old. Doesn't play like a 22-year-old. What is it about him that just allows him to shine in the biggest games like this at such a young age?
Competitive spirit. He's one of the best. So he likes to compete with himself. He's confident. And he's humble at the same time to all the time try to be a better me. And he's so good. He's so good because the way we want to play again, there is I try to stress a lot the player that sometimes you have to play quick, sometimes you have to accept that someone's going to come on you and wait the good moment to pass the ball. This is not easy to do it because this is easy to play one touch when there is no pressure, I'm saying. But He's able to play one touch. He's able to slow down the tempo. He's able also to move to look forward. To be honest with you, we rarely talk about the defensive aspect because naturally he has that. So the idea was to give him tools with my staff to recognize how he can be more efficient to create time for himself or for the opposition.
Stay to our left.
Wilfried, Darlington showed a lot of emotion there after the whistle. I was wondering if you could provide some insight as to why this trophy meant so much to him. And then, as a second question, you talked about savviness, and I'm thinking about Christian Ramirez winning that corner late in stoppage time. Is that kind of what you're talking about when you say savviness?
Yes, for sure. I'm talking about how we handled, the difficult moments. Because remember the game that we had against Orlando, we were winning 3-1, and we had a lack of that. And now with the ball and without the ball, we were able to, when the intensity was too high from the opposition, to slow down the play with the ball or by falling on the ground. So they did it well. And regarding Darlington, it's funny because before the game we laugh a lot during my pre-game speech because I wanted to tell them that I don't have to talk with them regarding the winning part because as a kid we want to win already because if we lose we cry. So we show them pictures about them when they were young and we had a good laugh because it was the purpose. But at the same time, Wendy said something in the locker room, everybody was crying because it was genuine. So this is my team. That's why I'm so proud of them because they are able to play with the emotion and to accept the emotion in the moment and stay the way they are. So that's why I think that we had also a good season.
We'll take our next question to the right, Coach.
Coach, congratulations. When I spoke with you last week in Cincinnati, I asked if it'd be a dream come true to get to this point, and you said you had one more game left. Now, to be there in your first season and already win an MLS Cup, what does this mean for you personally and then for this club moving forward?
A lot, because when I decided to be coach, I did a lot of homework. Because I like clarity when I was a player. Not everything was clear for me, and I needed clarity. So I have to be clear with my players, and there is a lot of pressure. And I try to raise my kids with my wife regarding this. And when the whistle blew, I got emotional because I thought about all these kind of things. My family, my wife, my kids, we came here also for the project, but also it's a life project. And the way I'm as a person, I need to balance my life to be good on the pitch. So that's why I thought about my wife, my family, and my close friend, and also the organization, because the club has been, I knew it, that's why I'm here, but I have no word. And this is not by luck that we are here tonight. So thank you, everyone.
Take our next question in the back, then we'll come back over to you, Casey.
Coach, piggybacking off that, I think you were hired a year ago almost to the day. I think it's 368 days you delivered a title. So now, are they going to expect that each year?
You talking about winning again?
Yes, sir.
Like the way I see things in my life is we want to compete all the time. So I'm going to compete next year. And the idea was to be better as a coach, because I know that it's going to be more difficult. And the idea is all the time to get better, like my players. So yes, I'm going to compete. I don't know if we're going to win or not. But what I know is, with my staff, we're going to try to put everything to help the player to be better. And after that, we'll see if we're going to be able to win or not.
Hey, Coach.
Yes.
LAFC have been one of the best teams down the wings all season. And it seemed like, for the most part, your outside center backs and your wing backs did a really good job slowing them down. And they got forward. They got on the score sheet: assists, goals, shots. Talk about their performance and how they were able to balance the defensive duties and the attacking duties in your system.
Really proud of that. The second game against Atlanta, we lost the game because of the quality of Atlanta, but because we were not brave and courageous. So the way we play, I want them to attack. To be smart, but to attack, but also to attack the ball. Why we do that is because we believe that we can have more of the ball. And we believe that we can prevent all the ball in behind that the opposition can play. And the key point for me is how we manipulate the ball when we have it. And the idea is always try to take care of the ball, but with a purpose. And also try to be really aggressive when we lose the ball. So tonight they did it well. That's why we had a good game, and that's why we were able to win this game. But this is something that we've been working on all year long.
Go to the back, please, on our right.
Hi, Wilfried.
Hi.
So, what you've achieved, just reflecting on the last year, what you and your team have achieved this year is remarkable in its own right. But, to do it in such a short time, is very impressive. What have you learned as a coach, and maybe just on a personal level, over the course of this journey this season?
No, listen, to stick to the vision and trust the process. This is for me the only way, because again, it's been difficult for me, for my staff emotionally, because when you can feel that your team is able to do good things, but we lost many points this year. But I knew that we were able to win games because of that. So it's, for me, it's trust the process, and that's why I can see my team improving like this.
Take our last question right here. Yes.
Coach, this is the 28th MLS Cup final. You are the first black head coach to raise the cup. Can you reflect on that, talk about what that means to you, and hopefully the precedent that it sets moving forward in MLS?
Obviously, I'm happy. I'm so proud of that, because there is a lot of work behind that. There is a lot of courage also behind that. And but I'm not happy at the same time, because this is not normal. Simple as that. So I'm proud to represent, yes, to be the only black, but I'm not happy with that. So this is something that he has to change. And I know that MLS tried to do that, but this is not only in MLS. This is everywhere. And there is competency, but after that, so I'm not happy with that, to be honest with you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations.